Hey, what's up everyone? Gary here, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Again, absolutely blew me away with its jaw-dropping visuals, gripping story, and one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard in a video game, period. In this review, we'll break down the story, graphics, art style, turn-based combat, characters, and the incredible soundtrack. Stick around, hit that like button, and let's get into it. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is the debut game from Sandfall Interactive, a company founded in 2020 by former developers from Ubisoft and other gaming industry firms. Based in France, the game's director and CEO Guillaume Bruch previously worked for Ubisoft but left, citing boredom as his reason for departing. Jennifer Sedbert-Yen, the lead writer, was discovered on Reddit, while composer Laurent Testard, who has no prior experience in the video game industry, was found on SoundCloud. Somehow this small team made up of mostly junior devs managed to put together a beautiful work of art that the video game industry desperately needed after countless boring repetitive games with no soul, loaded with tons of microtransactions and boring worlds and just a slew of DEI slop over the last few years. Expedition 33 truly feels like a breath of fresh air in the gaming space. Let's begin with the story, which is the strongest aspect for Clair Obscur Expedition 33. The game is set at the turn of the 20th century in a fantasy world known as the Continent, which is based on France. The game starts in the city of Lumiere, which suffered an event called the Fracture 67 years ago. This event split the city apart, leaving only a small portion of the city left, and introduced the emergence of the Paintress, who for the past 67 years has been painting a number on a giant monolith out at sea. Each time she paints a number, all individuals above that age vanish from the city. This phenomenon is referred to as the gamage in the game, which loosely translates to erase in French. Each year she paints, the number goes down, and each year a group of volunteers called expeditioners set off to the island where she lives to slay the paintress so she can never paint again. But each year the expedition fails and no one ever returns. The game starts with our crew, Expedition 33, ready to embark on their expedition to slay the paintress. The game is split into 3 acts, and in my opinions, both acts 1 and 2 are absolute perfection. The narrative follows our group of explorers on a mysterious, dangerous journey in a surreal world. The writing is emotional, the pacing is tight, and the world building had me hooked. I was invested in every twist and turn. Act 3 though didn't quite land for me. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it just felt less engaging compared to the highs of the first 2 acts. Maybe it was the shift in tone or the pacing, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. Still, the story overall is gripping and beautifully told, making it a standout in the RPG genre. Let's talk about the characters, because I fell in love with this cast. Each member of the expedition feels distinct with their own backstories, personalities, and growth throughout the game. Voice acting is top notch, and the writing makes their relationships feel authentic, whether it's a heartfelt conversation or funny banter. I was emotionally attached to them the whole way through. They are the heart of the story, and even though Act 3 didn't click for me, the characters kept me invested. If you love character-driven narratives, you're in for a treat. So first up, we have Gustave, a devoted engineer turned expeditioner who devotes his life to battling the Paintress for the future of Lumiere. Gustave grew up feeling suffocated by the Paintress' constant presence over Lumiere. As an engineer, he has dedicated his life to the city's defenses and agricultural system, striving to protect and provide for his people. Maëlle, orphaned at age 3, Maëlle has never felt at home in the city of Lumiere. She has difficulty connecting and trusting others, but has come to appreciate her foster brother, Gustave. At 16 years of age, Maëlle is significantly younger than the other expeditioners. Unlike them, she views the expedition as her chance to explore the world beyond Lumiere and finally forge her own destiny. Lune, the daughter of prominent researchers, Lune has a deep thirst for knowledge and has sacrificed everything to complete her parents' work. Her one goal is to unravel the mystery of the Paintress and trust it with charting a path for the expedition. Lune feels keenly the weight of responsibility and the stakes involved. She cannot and will not allow the expedition to fail. Ciel, a warm and outgoing farmer turned teacher, she accepts life's brutality with a smile that hides a dark past. Ciel is warm and outgoing, enjoying life day by day. She is at ease with death, having long accepted the brutality of their world. Along the way, we meet 3 more companions. We have Monaco. Monaco is a gestural, a group of friendly beings who enjoy the thrill of battle and view competition as a form of meditation. As one of the few gestuals who speak the human language, Monaco has adopted a scholarly demeanor which belays his bloodthirsty spirit. Though gestuals are untouched by the Paintress, the prospect of combat entices Monaco to join the expedition. Eske. Eske is a mythical, larger-than-life creature who serves as your mount throughout the game with the ability to swim and fly. He is modeled after what looks to be like hot air balloons from the Victorian era. He has some really funny lines in the game and is one big giant teddy bear, and I just love his French accent. And Verso, a mysterious outsider who keeps watch on the expedition. And Andy Serkis also has a guest starring role in the game as a character named Renoir. That's all I'll say about that. Alright, let's now talk about graphics and the art style, because wow, this game is a visual masterpiece. The environments are breathtaking, thick lush forests, eerie ruins, and dreamlike surreal landscapes that feel like they're straight out of a painting. The art style blends painterly aesthetics with a touch of surrealism. It's unlike anything I've seen in a game. The animations, especially the special moves in combat, are buttery smooth and packed with personality. Every frame in this game feels like a work of art. It's clear the developers at Sandfall Interactive poured their heart and souls into making this world feel alive and immersive. If you're sucker for gorgeous visuals like I am, this game will leave you speechless. I want to show some more of the beautiful levels in this game, but I don't want to spoil them. Next up, the gameplay, specifically the turn-based combat, which is an absolute highlight. The mechanics are intuitive yet deep, striking a perfect balance between accessibility and strategy. You're managing a party of 3 characters, each with unique abilities, and chaining special moves together feels so satisfying. The animations for these moves, chef's kiss. I love experimenting with the different party setups and tactics. I mainly ran with Mayel, Lune, and Ciel as my main group throughout the whole game. My only gripe with the gameplay experience was the platforming. It felt, clunky and out of place in an otherwise polished experience. Thankfully, it's not a huge part of the game, so it didn't ruin my overall enjoyment. Overall, the combat is a shining example of how to do turn-based RPGs right. I personally love playing as Lune and pulling off incredible elemental moves. The game also features items called Pictos, which you can find throughout the world. You can equip 3 Pictos at a time on your character to give them an advantage in battle. There are tons to find in the world. For example, I had a Picto equipped on Lune, so whenever she died, she would automatically revive with full health. I had one on Mayel, so whenever she started a battle, she would automatically have 3 action points to begin the battle. So whenever you pull off basic attacks, you build up action points, and these action points allow you to pull off special moves in the game. There are so many ways you can mix and match Pictos in the game to build the character you want, and when you win 4 battles with the Picto equipped, you unlock its Lumen ability, which is a passive skill. Like I said earlier, I had a Picto equipped that let me revive one time in battle with 100% health on Lune. After winning 4 battles with this Picto equipped, I mastered it and was able to unlock its Lumina, and was able to give that ability to everyone in my party. You do this by earning Lumina points. You can earn those points by leveling up, finding them in the world, and defeating bosses, and doing other things. The game also relies heavily on its parrying and dodging system, which can be challenging to master at first. However, if you want to survive, learning these mechanics are essential. Enemies inflict significant amount of damage with just their regular attacks. If you don't parry or dodge, you will die very quickly. To dodge, you press the circle button, and to parry, you press R1. I'm currently playing the game on PS5 Pro, so where dodging is a bit more forgiving. When you dodge, the screen will display the word dodge. If you execute a perfect dodge, it will show perfect, indicating that it could have been a parry instead. And while dodging is helpful, mastering the parry is much more rewarding. Successfully parrying an enemy's attack will allow you to perform a counterattack that deals a substantial amount of damage. The game also features an overworld you can explore with the help of Eske. You can swim, smash through coral, and fly around the world looking for secrets and hidden bosses. Now the soundtrack. Guys, this might be the best video game soundtrack ever. I'm not exaggerating. The music in Expedition 33 is haunting, epic, emotional, perfectly matching the tone of every scene. From soaring orchestrals during boss battles to delicate piano melodies and quieter moments, every note hits hard. I've been listening to the soundtrack on repeat while driving my car, running errands, cleaning my house, relaxing in bed, while editing this video, and it's giving me chills just thinking about it. The composer absolutely nailed it, and the music elevates the entire experience to another level. It truly is beautiful. With its gripping, emotionally driven story, characters, amazingly fun turn-based combat, awesome boss battles, beautifully designed world, and RPG elements, you could tell the team at Sandfall Interactive poured their heart and souls into this game. At the same time, I wasn't a huge fan of the ending. Like I said, it's not a bad ending. I'm sure some fans will love it, and rightfully so. It just didn't hook me like I wanted it to. And that's why I'm giving Sandfall Interactive's Clair Obscur Expedition 33, their first game ever, a 9 out of 10. This game is for sure my game of the year so far, and it'll be hard for anything to beat it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And tell me, if you're playing the game, what do you think of it? Until next time, guys, take care. Bye.